Hello, welcome back to Lovely's Crafting Lodge. So the desk looks similar to last time we were here. This is part of the Journal Madness 2022 series, so keep that in mind that this is not kind of like this isn't a process video or anything like that, no kind of tutorial. It's just join in, make one journal, make 200 journals, whatever you want. Last year for Journal Madness, I specifically made start to finish 4 journals, and they were like heavily themed. But this year I am just doing kind of like a wrap up of a ton of journals that I have in process. And one of the things, once we get done with all the journals, we're going to go ahead and make some ephemera with the leftover pieces that I have. So like this is a piece of cardboard and I just had it backed and I sewed on it. So there's that. And I just have it in this little pouch that I made and with some scraps. I, folded this in half and made a little pocket and little, I don't know, nameplates or tags, whatever you want to use them for, or even tabs. But anyway, so we'll get to making some of the ephemera to go with it. With every journal that someone orders, I always put in a special gift, and I try to customize it to match the journal or to be in the same, family. And then I have these mailer cards like that come in magazines, and I just have taken them and put any kind of scrap that I had. I just glued it to it and then trimmed it out. So haven't done anything with it really, so I just have those there. And I'll go ahead and put that there. So what I am doing today is part of the process, which is kind of categorizing everything at what stage is it, so I can bring everything up to stage. So like I said in my first video, a lot of this stuff is going to be packaging. Upcycled packaging. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. So I'm going to set those right there. And we'll go ahead and do this smaller bucket here, or container, whatever this is. So these are ones that need to be bound. I think I kind of already sorted these a bit. So these need to be bound. These do not have paper in them. Okay, isn't this one so cool? As everything falls. It's like a Lisa Frank sticker, and then I Mod Podged on top of it. I love it. I like Lisa Frank. I grew up with Lisa Frank. That was I was a huge sticker fanatic. I love stickers. I had a sticker collection. I imagine it's around here somewhere, or I give it to one of my younger cousins or something. It's somewhere. Maybe in a thrift store, some happy little kid. Or adult, I should say. Adult. As an adult, I do love stickers still. That's actually what got me into, well, one of the things that got me into the planner community was stickers. I had no idea that grown people still enjoyed stickers as much as me. I thought it was like kind of something wrong with me. Like, I don't know, like, what is it called? Like when you're stuck in your childhood? I thought it was something wrong with me, basically. But apparently it's super normal. Lots of people still like stickers, so that's cool. But yeah, that's, I guess, another more information about the planner life. So these just need to be bound. Same with these ones up here. So I'm going to go ahead and just put these here. And these ones, these are so cool. Brewdog is in Ohio. I'm in Ohio, and Brewdog is a company in Ohio that brews beer, and they also you can like take your dog to their restaurant, I think, and I don't know, it's just kind of cool. Maybe you want to look them up. I actually think you can buy shares to be part owner of Brewdog. I don't know that it's a franchise or exactly what it is, but there's different ways to be part of it. I don't know if you get like, I know you get like a say in the special brews that they do, seasonal stuff. I think that's pretty cool. So those need to be sewn. This one needs to be sewn also. And these need to be sewn. Okay, cool. So like we have quite a nice little stack of ones that just need the signature sewn in, really. So that's cool. These ones were all done. I don't know if I said that. I was talking about stickers and I got distracted. So this is really what most of them are going to be. You know, the branded packaging or whatever it was, the upcycled item, scrapbook paper, hand-dyed paper, and it's all different. Like this book alone, this was, what's it called? Tie-dye. We had a tie-dye party, and I dyed with the leftover tie-dye. I dyed papers. This is coffee dyed. This is that tie-dye paper. This is coffee dyed, and this is turmeric and tea dyed with a stencil. So it's just that kind of variety, you know, throughout. Like this Izzy. Izzy is like, what is it called? Like sparkling water. Oh, it literally says sparkling juice right there. And so it's the packaging, the scrapbook paper, coffee dyed paper, avocado dyed paper, and it's just different designs and prints, and you know, it's just a cool little variety. It's such a good starter book. Yeah, so some of them are one signature, most of them are one signature, and then some of them have, you know, this one has 2, this one has 3, so it just kind of depends on what the natural spine of it was. I kind of just tried to stay with it for structural integrity. So we have our ones that need to be bound up there. We have our ones that are completed over here. And these are ones that are, the cover is completed, and now it just needs like the next step, which is the pages. And coincidentally, that's where these ones fall into. They are completed, the covers essentially, even though it's 2 paper bags, essentially the covers are completed, and it just needs to be the papers selected and torn. And so those go together. We'll put them here. I don't think I'll have more than this. Watch, as soon as I said that, now I jinxed myself. Oh, these are so cute. Okay, so this one's all done. And all it needs is its little extra hujima bobs, you know, ties and whatever else I decide to do. And then this one just needs to be bound, and it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 signatures. It's so cute. I love it. Okay, so I will do the binding on that one. Now these ones, I have just one paper inside because I liked how they look together, and I just wanted to keep them together. So these are sewn. They are scrapbook paper, glued, sewn, and some paper inside, but essentially they need paper inside. So I will put them in this category where it's needing papers. Okay, so there's those. Oh, now this big baby. This big baby. This is like where it all starts. It all starts with something you used and it's ready to be recycled or whatever you would do with it originally. But now we're going to upcycle it. So that's where it all begins. These little things, I have no idea what I'm going to do with. I'll have to get back to you on those. Decision fatigue. Okay. So this right here is another one of those really thick bound ones, and it has envelopes in it. Oh, they're so delicious. I love it. It's like this natural grunge to it because it's the coffee dye or whatever. Oh, I love it. It's so pretty. All right, and these, it looks like, yeah, so I have these covered in paper. So these need to be sewn. So these are one step before those covers. So the covers aren't fully finished yet. Unless I decide not to sew them, then I guess they would be. I'm really into sewing covers right now. I'm not sure exactly what it is about sewing the covers that I'm enjoying so much. Okay, so these covers need to be sewn. And so here are the end pieces. So these are the end pieces to the beer boxes. And I just glued them to a scrapbook piece of paper, making them like one folio. Oh, I just absolutely love how I was able to use the entire box on those. So that's really fun. And some of those have paper selected in them too, so that's cool. They'll be able to like skip a step in the process. So here is a Gooma's candy. So this was like a box of chocolates is basically what it is. And I don't know what to do with this yet, but I did pick some paper to go with it, so we'll have those there. And here are, okay, so this is an example of like having the ephemera for the special gift ready when I'm making the special gift, you know, to go with each purchase. I cut it from the original box, so it's either going to be the original box like this one. These pieces won't be for special gift or ephemera. This is to reinforce the spine. So I'm going to use that there so it can have like a little Reese's on the spine, you know? I think that's cute. And I think these ice cream journals are so fun for the summertime because they're ice cream, you know? So obviously summertime. I love the ideas that other people come up with for what they use something I made for, you know? Like if I made an ice cream journal, to me, it would be summertime. But what would someone else use that ice cream journal for? I think that's it's so fun. It could be something so unrelated too. So I have these items. I'm going to do one signature, so I'm just going to fold this in half. So it's not going to need spine reinforcement. So I do keep it together, so it could be the special gifts, you know, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 journals, and 1, 2, 3, 4 special gifts. So just kind of like an idea to give you an idea of like where my head's at. So these backer papers are what I'm going to use on the inside for these. So this pile right here will be the glue down pile. Okay, that's the glue down pile. And I have these for this glue down pile. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4 drumstick boxes. Ice cream also. So this is a backer paper for 1. I don't know what these are doing here. This is a backer paper for 2, 3, and 4. Cool. So those are my 4 backer papers for those. So these need to be glued down. And then these right here, let's see what these are about. Clearly it's a digital kit that I love. What did I do? Oh, I see. I just printed it out and glued it on, and I just need to trim it and sew it. Oh, this is, Amity Bloom. I just bought one, well not just, but this is the first journal kit of hers that I've ever had. So yeah, so these have cardboard, spine reinforced, and digital on there. It just need to be trimmed and sewn. So that would be under this sew covers to sew bucket there. Okay, well we're getting right along here now. All right, so we have Charleston Chew box cut into pieces. So it says, you know, Charleston Chew. Oh, backwards. Charleston Chew. And so that way I can have it into 2, like a smaller journal and then like a teeny journal. So I thought that would be cute. So that's the backer paper for that. So that needs to be glued on. So that goes into the glued on pile. Glued on. Oh, these are going to be so fun. Captain Crunch. There's this place that has Captain Crunch covered French toast, and they like pulverize Captain Crunch to a powder and then, you know, make French toast, like dip it in and everything, and then, you know, pat that on there. Oh my goodness, it is so good. So the backer paper isn't going to be so much the entire back, because the way I did these is I took the box and I left the natural folds. If you can see here, I left the natural folds. Yeah, okay. And I put the spine reinforced, and I folded the cover, or the ends, or the sides of the box inward, so it is its own reinforcement. So the box regularly would have been out to here, and then I folded it in, so it's already thick. It doesn't need a backer paper, and I almost don't want a backer paper because, like, that's the captain, right? Don't want to cover him up. But this paper I thought would look really good either inside or maybe a little strip of it right here. I haven't decided on that yet. So either way, these will need to be sewn. And so this I was thinking would look good with the peanut butter crunch. And then this one for the traditional, I thought this would look good. Again, it would just be a little bit on the inside there. I'm not sure. I haven't decided what I wanted to do, but I think that those papers do look good with the packaging, so that's why I have them together. Alrighty, so this is paper selection. It needs paper selected. And the cover sewn if I'm choosing to sew it. And we're kind of getting down to the bottom here. I'm going to turn it on its side so I can see and reach everything. Sorry, it's a little bit loud here today. If you have puppies, you know. Okay, so this is one of my most common ones. So this would be just the box itself. It just needs the paper glued on and then sewn. So yeah, so we have that there. That is our glue pile. Oh, this is gonna be so cool. So these are the backer pages that I selected. These two for this case here, or cardboard here. And then these two end pieces from the box, I'll do the same as I did with the Brewdog ones, and I'll put them together, and then you'll be able to lift them up like that. So it'll be like its own little, what is that kind of book that you flip up? Oh, not a portfolio, but like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And so the paper is selected, so that needs to be glued. Oh, and then here's these two backer papers for similar. I love this. I love these two papers. I am not a blue fan. I don't like blue typically at all. So it felt really good to be able to use this paper that seemingly perfectly matches that. Okay, and the last one I have here is, this is a pretty big journal. So this was a packaging. So I got this set of stamps, and they are beautiful. I love them. I'm usually not like a mystical lunar type of person, but it all started, I did a dragon journal for one of my girlfriends, and then it turned into all of these things were just gorgeous. And so I started making some of the more different types of journals. And so I have this to finish sewing on the edges here. So it's not going to be glued down. It's just going to be ripped and making a pocket on each side here. So the pocket will work this way. So this just needs to be sewn down. But I did select the papers for this already. And these are all hand dyed. They are just, oh, they're so pretty. All of them. And I think they look kind of celestial, galaxy, outer space type. But maybe they don't look that way to you, but they look like that to me. So that goes there. That is the last one. Okay, so I think I have worked through all the stuff that I tentatively had. And then, of course, this one just came into the mix. I don't know if it'll get made or not. Maybe we'll just kind of set this to the side, and I'll show you if we have time at the end. The paper bags. Okay, so I do believe this is the last in-process project that I have. So I just paired, so I took 2 note cards, or cards, and then I took 2 envelopes, put 1 card inside, glued the flap on the back, and then I matched up what I believe I would want as the front. But that's all I've done to it. So this would be the gluing phase. So I have this stack here. So this will be for those. This already has sewing on it, but it's not glued. See, I think I was just kind of testing out what I liked and what I didn't like, what would look good and not. And someone in the comments on one of the first videos for Journal Madness 2022 mentioned measurements, and I suggested actually doing a box of cards because they're all the same size. So once you got in a groove and you could you could easily go through them. It wouldn't take a long time to match them up. There wouldn't need to be any kind of measuring. I'm not a big measuring person. I do understand the concept of, you know, wanting to have it all spaced out and measured, but also I kind of just like using what I have and making it work. So those are like kind of those types. And then these ones here just have like different print, but it's the same concept. You know, one inside, you see how the envelopes are different shaped. So this one's like, I guess you would call it maybe a triangle shape. So see how it goes like that. And then this one's just straight across. But I'm just showing you this because you just get a box set of cards and then put 2 envelopes and then 2 cards, right? They could be the same pattern or different pattern or whatever you'd like. And then just glue the back for reinforcement. So, yep. And we have, oh, I don't know, 1 million of these. So, realistically, let's count though. 1, 2, 3, 4. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27. That last one looks kind of crazy. So these are in the gluing stage. So yeah, they go here. So everything's sorted out now. We have a handful of ones that are fully completed. We have our pile of ones that just need to be bound. So they just need to have the signature sewn in. Then we have our pile of ones that need to be glued. Hang on, let's start from the beginning. So the first thing is you take the box and you cut it how you want your journal to be, right? Whatever item you're gonna, whatever packaging you're gonna reuse or upcycle. You take it, cut it the way you want it to be. And then I find a piece of paper or whatever I want to line the inside of it with, so it'll give it a little bit of strength, and it will also be decorative. So those will need to be glued. And then I take them and sew them. So that's this next pile here. It's massive. So the cover has its paper in it, and it just needs to be the border of it sewn. I'm trying to grab one here. So the border of it would need to be sewn like this, just to kind of tack it down. And then after that, I select the pages. And once the pages are selected, that's where we are up here. And then we just need to sew them in to the signatures. I know I'm saying sewing twice, but one is like sewing the border, and the other is sewing the signature into the spine to actually make the book. And then, so this is where we finish up. The sewn in spine. The edge of the cover is sewn. Scrapbook inside, papers torn. Lovely, gorgeous, gorgeous. So that's where we're at. This is our mission. This is what we're working on. Share with me what you got going on for Journal Madness 2022. Are you participating? Are you watching? Are you doing a mass clean out like I am? Kind of like blending the spring cleaning, finishing up my work in progress projects. Yeah, I just think it's going to be really fun. I look forward to see what you guys decide to do this year, what you decide to create. And that's all I have for today. So I'll see you back here next time at Lovely's Crafting Village. Bye.